On Saturday last week, 14 people inside a bus which was moving from the Benin Akure Road in Edo State of Nigeria was attacked by a group of armed men who seized the car and then kidnapped all 14 people, including one driver and then 13 passengers, kidnapped them and went with them into the bush. So shortly after the abduction of these 14 people, the news went viral on the internet, and then pressure started mounting on the Edo State Police Command. People started pressuring them to make all efforts in order to rescue these 14 people who have been abducted by the group of armed men along the Benin Akure Road in the Edo State. However, the rescue mission by the police failed, and then the pressure kept mounting. So the police in Edo State, the police command in Edo State, came up with a report, a release indicating that the police command of Edo State, have been able to launch a rescue effort which has led to the rescue of all the 14 kidnapped people, and then nobody was harmed in the process of rescuing them. However, some people came up with evidence showing that the release or the report by the police was a lie. They did not launch any rescue efforts which led to the rescuing of all the 14 kidnapped people on the bus. You see, when the pressure started mounting on the Edo State Police to rescue all these 14 people who were kidnapped by the group of armed men, they did all they could, but their efforts failed. So in order to save their name, their image and reputation, they came up with a lie, a false report, claiming that they have been able to pursue all these kidnappers into the forest. According to the Edo State Police Command, their operatives, in collaboration or attached to the Akiadolo division, pursued the kidnappers into the bush and were able to rescue 8 of the kidnapped people, including 3 children, and all these people were unhurt. However, a report with evidence attached by a civic digital platform known as the Mon IT Engine came out to state that the report or claim made by the Edo State Police Command is totally false, a very big lie. They did not launch any effort into rescuing those people. According to the civic digital platform, the people who have been rescued were not rescued by the police. In fact, it is the kidnappers, out of pity, who released the 3 children, a breastfeeding mother, and then an adult who was so old, a very old person. So out of pity, the kidnappers released these people. It wasn't the police that made effort to go and then rescue them. You see, in the report released by the police, they went ahead to state that they rescued the people around Saturday, and then on Sunday, the driver of the bus in which the people were kidnapped, his name was Mr. Francis Okeke. So according to the police, Mr. Francis Okeke was nearly beaten to death by the families of the kidnapped victims. You see, their reason was that they think or they suspect Mr. Francis Okeke has a hand. He was working with the kidnappers. That's why he passed that road and then allowed them to be kidnapped. So the police said that he was almost beaten to death, but the police saved him, and he has been under their custody ever since. But all this lies. It's not true. You see, all the people that were rescued, all the people that have gained freedom out of pity from the kidnappers. The police didn't do anything. You see, according to reports on the internet, due to the frequent surge in the crime rates in many parts of Nigeria, the governor of Edo State, Governor Monday Okpebolo, provided the security agencies in Edo State with equipment such as security equipment, motorbikes, and then patrol vehicles, among other things. All these were part of his efforts to reduce or curb the rates of robberies, the rates of kidnappings, and all sorts of crimes around the area. However, after providing all these things to the police command of the state, crime rates in Edo State keep rising and rising and rising. What could be the problem of this? So after this particular independent civic digital platform came up with evidence to show that the police were lying in their report, the people of Nigeria, especially those around Edo State, are accusing the police command of unprofessional, false, and then inappropriate behavior, because how could you as a police command come up with such lies in your report to tell the people that you have rescued the victims of this kidnap incident while it is not true?